Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixel Butters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, where we left off.
Cat!
Cat. Oh, there's a cat on the roof.
Its tail's moving. Okay, sorry.
We left off. There was
That's
a cat.
me in real life. Cat!
But we are investigating around to see what people know about the stuff that's been going on.
The stuff.
I'm gonna throw things at this guy and see what he's thinking. Themis Herald Extra, what do you think? Oh, deja vu, man. It's like, it's like I don't taste my near victory again.
And choking
But
on
no,
it.
the final showdown was canceled because of that murder.
This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys.
You kidding? Our friendship, that's like a diamond, only tougher.
Oh.
That's like a powder keg before a spark. That's like calm before the storm.
In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment?
Okay, what do you think about the mock trial script? Okay, it's the
same thing.
Okay.
Stop
Bash.
breaking things!
Bash! It's like this pot, shattered into a million pieces.
Oh god. No.
That's that thing if I run the kiln for you.
Stop
Okay, so I think I've presented him everything, so I guess that's all I can do with him, so I guess
All he sees is pots.
I'll just move on to the next one. Okay,
Vases.
so we were at the stage. We can go back to the lecture hall and see if there's anyone here. Don't know who would be here, but
October 24th.
Theme 6 Academy 3F Lecture Hall. Thank you.
3rd floor. Look, there's Hugh! Hey, Hugh!
Oh boy.
Oh. He's just,
Yeah.
It's you two. Do you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you're going to do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you?
Book. Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script.
I'm getting deja vu flashbacks
Oh, yeah.
from the last time you had a voice similar to that,
Yeah.
with a similar scholar flipping through a book all the
panty
time.
thief, yeah.
Oh my god.
Both the stage and the art room are in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script or wrote it. But look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
There's some stuff going on, Hugh O'Connor.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1" and like margaritas.
God.
And under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle.
That's unhealthy.
My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I killed the
I was about to
professor.
say, that puts you in a bad position.
I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. How can he even say that with a straight face? Those all around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time.
But what about the mock trial? Sound like you're about to lose to Robin.
There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
He's sweating when he said that.
Yeah.
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? What?
It's like, you know what I'm channeling when doing his voice?
What?
Ace Ventura.
Oh God.
Can't you hear it now?
Yeah.
Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone is here in the lecture hall.
Oh goodness.
Now I really am. Before I kind of was. Oh yeah, that weird.
This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you.
Oh god. That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. I'm changing it now. Now I really am going
Okay.
full fucking
That's fine. I changed what's her face in the box, so.
Because before it did sound too much like Scholar Panty Snatcher Man.
I gotcha.
Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Okay. Wow, your own personal dressing room?
I saw A, and I'm like, go.
That's total VIP treatment. Welcome to me whenever Athena pops up and I start saying things.
Oh, that's true. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. Sounds like a jail cell. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax.
Okay.
Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building.
Got the ass of rhinoceros.
As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Where'd you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
So instead you let yourself lose.
He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful tomorrow's trial.
Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Well then.
Okay, Athena, what next?
Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation, but what about the art room?
Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
But what about the art room? Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center.
But the art room, we never got to go to the scene of the...
Calm down!
We talked about, it all took place in the art room, but let's not go there. Why would we go to the art room where things might have happened to investigate before shit gets stolen and replaced with bad evidence?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thina, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thina, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down.
Hey, you, let's talk about the script.
Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here?
He wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Cord and I.
Nothing we haven't heard already so far.
However...
Yes? What is it, Junie?
Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me.
It's you and I! Okay. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys hoping to take it to the next level are hoping. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it.
No, you don't, Athena. No,
Nope.
you don't.
Nope.
You do not.
I ain't going back to that times.
Oh,
Nuh-uh,
God.
dog.
Those were some of the worst years of my life. Okay.
I know, right?
And I know I shouldn't I know I shouldn't love. I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Cord noticed it immediately and changed it back.
Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious.
Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. The owl.
The owl. I was wondering about that owl you had when you were arrested. You know, the one that kind of looked like it had
That's
blood
what I
on it.
found this in the suspect's pocket.
What this? There's blood on this.
Okay. That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock Trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Cord and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Whoops.
Now, we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link into this crime.
Still, that blood red color on the all bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the all when we were prepping it yesterday.
Well, that's bad. It wasn't? Then when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Tina and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the all with it looked like blood on it. A key? And the all? Professor Cord normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the all look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The all suddenly shows up on the day of the trial and what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this.
It's gonna be her blood. Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. Yeah, we're gonna jump the gun. That's blood on it. That's blood.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m.
Thump thump. Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Tina. Well, I should go now. Bye.
Hi. Love you.
What?
She gonna be alright. She's like a shadow of the girl I met back at the academy.
Yeah. The junior I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly. I'm just gonna a weak little sick person.
Jeez.
But the fact that she's looked at her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. I don't know how many times I've said that word.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there?
Apparently there's tons of reason to doubt it. Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know the friends I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay.
The victim first Oh, sorry. He got all like, ugh.
I know, and then
like I figured he was gonna be the one presenting it to her. Just like, okay.
The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were the only similarities they shared.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect.
Yeah.
So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. You know, we haven't really gone and read the actual script page for page. So let's take a gander at this. So
facts about the case.
A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad.
Okay, yep.
But the murder weapon was an owl. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was an art room where traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the 3rd floor art room into the maintenance area below. The mat was laid out to cushion the fall. The ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. All. Bio school festival things to prepare. Oh, things to prepare. Arrow, if I borrow from the archery club. The sweatsuit, victim's outfit will be red. Will be a red one for from the prosecutor course. Was she in a?
I thought she was in a green one.
It's like, oh, we don't have that photo. Why is it not there? I thought we took a photo of the crime scene. It's not there anymore. But yeah, I thought she was in green. She was definitely in green. So that's the only difference that we have, and not that it's going to be a big fact. But something I was thinking that could play a point into this is that there might be something done to also possibly implicate Hugh, because it talks about how the archery club has a good viewpoint of the quad, and the body was moved to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow, and Hugh just bragged about how he was, you know, the crack shot of the archery club, and he went there to relax. So that I don't know if that's something they give us a hint, but you would think more likely that would be to also try and implicate him.
Yeah.
Because maybe if sorry, we're going theory mode here all of a sudden again.
You mean you are.
Yeah, if Professor Means is potentially the bad guy here, which he's looking likely to be it.
He's so ugly.
That because Junie, Hugh, and what's his face are with Constance Court and trying to, you know, be better in the legal system. They're the ones that are trying to push in the better side.
He still looks like a statue too. It really bothers me.
He does. He looks like a statue of Zeus and Hercules. Just saying.
It's like that uncanny valley. You know what I mean?
But he would have a reason to try and get rid of all four of them.
Yeah.
To, you know, get rid of the good that's in school
Her
and go
legacy,
with the ends justify the means. So he could be wondering somebody tried to take over is because it's like, I have a way to implicate all four of these motherfuckers to get them out of here. So we might have to defend all of them, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, let's keep moving.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Oops.
Let's end it that way though.
Well, that's not gonna happen. This time Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo and he's the king of being fine.
What? Have you watched me in court? I know you're new here, but I'm far from fine.
You're the one who says, I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
It's a ruse!
You scream it at the top of your lungs every time before
Because if I say it, I might feel it eventually. I don't, Athena. I don't.
Mr. Wright, can I have you help instead?
Yeah, you'll be fine. I'm watching Steel Samurai.
My butterflies have butterflies in their stomach.
That's meta. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? Fucking metal.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time?
My heart hasn't raced as fast since I ran that full marathon last year.
If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high. Relax.
You're here! Please, take his place!
Relax, everyone's nervous their first time.
Oh, you're here.
So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction.
There's that the end justifying the means concept again.
Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The ends justify the means.
I wish he'd stop saying that and stop smiling. He looks like the smiling Titan on Attack on Titan.
But yet that thing is screaming. Ah!
Oh my god, it is. It's looking at his hand.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, again.
That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way.
But Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor, and that's any easy one. Seeking justice for my clients.
But if this trial proceeds in the same manner that ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I?
My, but aren't you a stubborn one?
Fuck yeah.
Well, I suppose you have to learn your own inefficacy the hard way.
Ugh. I hate this man.
Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that?
It's like, forgive me, Professor Means, but fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh dear, please forgive me. I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. That's totally it.
I do too, but...
Now, if you would excuse me.
Fucking weirdo.
Ugh, thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before.
Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling.
I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten about what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
The trial's about to begin. I'll show you the courtroom if you please.
Where'd that come from? Is that laugh?
Because it's always so sad. It's a cry. It was a cry.
I thought it was a laugh.
Not the sadness.
He's like, Apollo?
Apollo, I'm counting you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me.
I'm fucked. That's right. I have Apollo to back me up. I'm gonna lose.
Oh, God.
Judy's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free.
Slow fade. Slow transition.
No.
Okay. October 25th, 10 a.m. District. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
court
yeah,
number.
district
Yeah,
court
blah,
number
blah,
four.
blah, blah,
All
blah,
right.
blah, blah, blah. Scree.
Court is now in session. All rise.
Excuse you.
Well, usually the bailiff says the court's now in session thing.
Court is now in session. For the trial of Jennifer Woods.
Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay?
Oh my god, the face! I love when he makes that face. It's
I know, right?
so funny. Okay.
It's like,
I'll be fine.
Sure. Your baldness.
Oh, it's you. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement.
No.
Ah!
This case is crystal clear. I see no need to
Explicate
explicate it any further. What the fuck kind of word is that?
a big one.
Now, summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness.
But whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness.
And now we don't even get an opening statement.
Oh, this is a new one. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Detective Fulbright, he and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team.
There's something, all right.
Yeah.
All right. The case brief. Leave it to me.
Oh my
Yes, and
god.
let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like in Blackwell are totally in sync. Like the band.
Well, I don't think they're capable of singing. I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking.
Are you sure?
All right,
think you do.
Detective Fulbright. Mr. This is what you babbling on about.
But leave me alone.
They don't sing. I, however, passed
Oh,
down
God.
from generation to generation.
Oh no.
I don't. I'd have to charge you. I won't do it for free. You
All
please
right.
explain the case to the court.
Forensic Court's body was found on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it.
Oh.
Oh, there's the answer for you.
Ooh.
Just as figured.
Big oof. Oh god. Eh!
Oh, thanks. It's a way to hand it to us, I guess.
God, give me a
Alright.
fucking heart attack.
Between 6 and 8 p.m. So it happened yesterday, the day before, I guess.
Ooh.
Huh. That'd be a really late school otherwise. Wow, that bird delivered evidence too? Blackwell's trained him well.
Maybe Blackwell should also train it to not mess up people's hair while he's at it.
Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood on the third floor art room. In short, the murder took place in the art room.
So, calm down, goodness gracious, every time with you. So, then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage?
I got rush all the blood in my head! Precisely, and there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A record made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner."
What's this? You have such a recording?
That's
Frickin' box girl.
dang. That's
Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned.
yeah. Why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of a murder?
Shh! Silence, please! I would like to play the tape for you now.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know why I expected voice acting to actually take place.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. I turned it all up expecting
It
something
sounded like a very lazy murderer. Well, it's quite hard to hear.
But the voice does sound female.
Alright, use my humor secretly recorded conversation. Car room. I'm gonna hear the shouting, "You're a goner." Maybe Constance Court was gonna murder Professor Means. And she was like, "You're a goner," and then he was like, ha! Okay, anyways. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice brain analysis all but impossible.
Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant?
Not so fast. After all, voice brain analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed that night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day.
Ew.
The question is, when was the body moved?
Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around.
Sorry, but no, incorrect.
What?
The campus was full of students that morning. However, one reporter seeing a body. No one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body.
So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body.
Wait 1 moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body.
Ha ha ha! Have no fear, for there is always an exception.
An exception?
The 3 mock trial participants were standing standing by in individual dressing rooms.
You just speak slower, goodness.
They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial.
What? Then what? Then that would mean... What would that mean?
Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. Injustice we trash. I don't like where this is headed, Athena.
Me neither.
And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods.
I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say.
Injustice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be the one of the murder was female. And none of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. Ha! Ha! That leaves the defendant Juniper Woods as the only possibility.
No!
Justice. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations.
You could at least pretend to be upset for me.
A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice.
Dude, accept a raise.
I know someone that... I'll take that from me then, pal.
Yeah, right? You
Gourmet
want to
ramen tonight. Here I come.
You want to donate that to charity?
In justice we trust. That's my line. In justice we trust. Who are you anyways? You have my job, pal. I mean, what can I say? Not only a half it, but a perennial stick in the mud you are.
I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright.
Jesus.
Now, please, bring our next witness to the stand.
Box girl?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Scuttlebutt.
What a name.
So, our first witness is a cardboard box.
Don't be such a stick in the mud. Yeah.
I love the arm scrub.
Stealth mode deactivated.
Everybody, the box has hands.
Smile, Your Honor.
What an odd laugh. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken.
Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Jennifer's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime.
Might I ask whether you could come out of that box?
How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, cover action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter.
I do like bread and butter, but testimony from a
Oh, tell me more.
this witness is highly irregular.
But only if it's 100% organic grass-fed wheat bread. But you have to feed
Grass-fed wheat
Yes,
bread?
you have to feed the bread the grass. Okay. None of that GMO shit. Okay. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them.
Oh my! I've never thought of it that way. Very well. If you would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time.
A former ninja in prison? Holy shinto, how can they just believe this load of crock?
Now your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face.
Don't gotta tell me twice, Your Honor. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make you wait. I'm gonna give you my testimony next time, just cause you're a bit of a prick.
Oh.
Next time, we're gonna see what she has to say.
Oh, God.